Hi guys, Canada is at it again. The previous one was Manitoba, and this is Ontario calling out for foreign workers to move into the rural and northern communities to work and live permanently. The province of Ontario has just announced a very brand new pilot program to attract foreign workers to live and work permanently in the rural and northern communities of the province. A lot of big cities in Canada are already saturated with foreigners, and the problem most of these provinces are having is that people have refused to move to the rural communities. These communities are clamoring for workers to come and live in their communities, and that's why the province of Ontario has launched this new pilot program. They are willing to train 800 skilled workers for in-demand careers. Just apply. They are willing to train you. These rural communities are so desperate to welcome you. If you are outside Canada, the good news is that you are eligible to apply for this program. This was announced on the 17th of January 2025, guys. So you want to be one of the very first to apply under this newly launched program. This newly launched pilot program is called READY, which is the Regional Economic Development through Immigration. This is so intense that even the province is also going to train 1 million local workers for in-demand careers in every corner of the province by investing up to 1.4 billion through the Skills Development Fund capital and training streams in partnership with local employers, including over $250 million to train rural and northern workers to date. Guys, the province is willing to give out billions of dollars to ensure that people are trained to move into this rural and northern parts of Ontario. Guys, if you're willing to move to Canada in 2025 and become a permanent resident, guys, you would need to state your intention to live and work permanently in any of these participating rural and northern communities. They don't want you to come to Canada and find your way to another province. The good part of this pilot program is that it is a pathway to permanent residence, and you can come with your family. It does not have age limit. A lot of provinces are encountering this problem of not having enough people to move to the rural communities, and that's why I keep saying it on this channel that if you truly want to move to Canada 2025, please focus and pay attention to the rural communities. So this program is targeting highly skilled immigration for 4 rural and northern regions with a high demand for skilled labor. So there are communities in Ontario that are in their need of workers, and 4 rural and northern regions that are having high demand of workers have been selected to participate in this newly launched program. These regions are the Lanark, Leeds, Greenville, Sarnia, Lambton, and Thunder Bay. So READY enables local employers in these communities to attract up to 800 additional workers for in-demand careers that drive local economic growth, such as healthcare, technology, and the skilled trades, which includes construction. Our government is growing rural and northern economics and giving them the tools they need to build for the future. So the Minister of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development with READY is enabling rural and northern businesses to attract the talents they need by providing a blueprint for targeted economic immigration that strengthens communities and drives the economic prosperity. So guys, this pilot program will be delivered through the Ontario Immigration Nominee Program. This program is going to go through the Provincial Nomination Program of Ontario, so which prioritizes and accelerates skilled immigration to fill in demand labor needs that cannot currently be met. Through READY, the 4 participating regions have 200 additional nominations each through the OINP's employer job offer stream to strengthen local economic growth. So the processing time is going to be faster and it's going to be treated with priority. Those rural communities need skilled workers as soon as possible. Internationally trained workers interested in applying for permanent residence under the Ready pilot who have a job offer from an Ontario employer for a position located in one of the pilot communities are encouraged to visit the OINP website. So guys, these are the participating regions that you need to focus on. So guys, what are the requirements for this pilot program? The first thing is that you must get a job offer from an employer from any of these 4 participating regions, which are the Lanark, Leeds and Granville, Sarnia, Lambton and Thunder Bay. So once you're able to get yourself a job offer from any of these participating regions, the next thing you do is you're going to apply for your provincial nomination through the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, that is the PMP of Ontario, and it's going to be, the process is going to be faster and prioritized. So that's the good thing about this program, because they need to fill in those labor shortages they are currently experiencing. And like I will always tell you, getting a job offer from these regions is less competitive, because people that are already in Canada would not ordinarily, except those that are looking for pathway to permanent residence, they would not be competing with you on this job. So if you have been finding it difficult to get a job offer from Canada, look into these rural communities, guys. It has lesser competition, and the cost of living in these communities is relatively very low, meaning you can save more and still have a good life. Once you've gotten your provincial nomination from this province, then you can move ahead to apply for your permanent residency. So guys, the 4 regions selected for the Ready pilot were identified based on their high demand for skilled labor, and the pilot is running for 1 year from January 2nd 2025 until December 31st 2025. Guys, this program is only going to run for 1 year and it has been opened. So between 2nd of January 2025 to 31st, by 31st of December it would be closed, and you don't even want to wait that long, because once they are able to meet the quota, they could close it even before 31st of December, guys. So you want to ask me, where do I start from? Guys, the first thing you need to do is to get a job offer from any of these 4 participating regional communities in Ontario. So let me quickly take you through how to start looking for a job in these communities. So there are various ways you can search for jobs in any of these regions. But one of it is you can just come over to Google and type the name of the community or the region. For example, the first region is Lanark, so type Lanark Ontario jobs, and coming right here you can see indeed.com 200 jobs employment in Lanark Ontario 25th January 2025. So you just want to click on this, so it brings you to Indeed and you can start searching. Please try as much as possible to ensure that the job you're applying to is actually located in Lanark, because Indeed could bring up jobs from some other neighboring communities, but make sure it is Lanark. So you can see this one is not Lanark, it's McDonald's that is located in Carleton Place, Ontario. So this is not it. The next one is located in Perth, Ontario. Keep scrolling down until you can find something like this where it is specified. So like you can see it here, this particular one is Lanark, is located in Lanark, Ontario. But guys, please don't apply to any part-time job. We are looking for full-time job and permanent job. So that is one of the requirement for the provincial nomination program. So if you get a part-time job or a temporary job, you might not qualify for the provincial nomination. So please take note of that. So we are not going to take this. Let's scroll down. So this is another one. This is like a personal support worker opportunity. If you have experience in this job, you can apply to it straight up, and so you can keep searching until you find the one that best fits your qualification and experience. guys, start applying to this job. You can just go ahead on your own, search for job openings from any of these regions and start applying to anyone that you qualify for. I wish you the best of luck.